Calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. His first carry, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Tight end right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Check 26, check 26. Watch you now, Barney. Hot.
Off the play fake. Larson. They'll roll him out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Here's Hines. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Shark. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Larson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off play action. Larson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Larson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. Larson going to throw deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Over!
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the ball comes loose, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
56. Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock.
Leopard! Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Barkley, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw now on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, we talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Throwing on 1st down. Larson. Erod caught left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19!
Now this time he'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
From the gun, Larson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 4.
No, check. Patriot! Patriot! 57 to fight. 57 to fight.
Looking to throw. Larson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry for Barkley. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Here's a give to Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
A handoff to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll look to throw here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again. Larson. Room to run past midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Larson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Larson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And now running right through it. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run again with Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Off the play fake, Larson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards at a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney!
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Here we go.
They'll run with Barkley. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
It wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there've got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, Larson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Larson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
To throw on 3rd down, Larson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Gun! Detroit!
Looking to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On third down, Barkley. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Lucky 56.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Let's go!
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Kaiser. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. First down, Kaiser. Flush to his right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And just shedding him off there. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Off the play fake, Kaiser sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Everyone got 4 down. Ohio! Ohio!
Kaiser now. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Woods. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's Barkley, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Uses the stiff arm. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.